Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer. So in this video, I'm going to be testing and reviewing the Gyeon Q²M WetCoat, a spray-on rinse-off paint sealant, an instant hydrophobic booster. But you're asking yourself, you're applying this on a wet surface? How is that possible, Pan? Well, you're going to learn all about it. You're also going to see a demo. We're going to do a deep dive. And by the way, I want to thank Gyeon for sponsoring this video. And also, this is a three-part series of a deeper dive in their maintenance products, because Gyeon are super known for their ceramic coatings, right? The paint protection for your vehicles. They also have products for the inside, outside, regardless of what you're looking to protect. But they also have many maintenance products that are super efficient. So this first part, we're talking about Gyeon WetCoat, but you're also going to see a video that I'll link, by the way, all the videos in the description, but one video on the Q2 wax. So this is a very hydrophobic wax that has tons of gloss, and we're doing a deep dive on this. And the third part will be on their new Glass Plus, a hydrophobic glass cleaner. So very interesting new technology. And by the way, I'll leave the links to all the products, tools, and equipment that I'm talking about and presenting in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So although WetCoat has been around for a while, it's been through a few iterations of the formula, this one being the latest one. And another update they did for 2023 is this one here. Check it out. This is their new trigger sprayer. So we take trigger sprayers for granted, right? But first of all, look at this, the branding, the G logo for the Gyeon brand. But also, if you have a close look, there are no metal parts inside. That's it. So nothing can fail or rust or break. This is a great innovation. Also, you get this longer trigger for bigger hands like mine. The ergonomics are amazing. And also, look at this. If we look at the mist, look how fine that is. So you're getting better coverage, a more even mist. And so that was a great update to all their spray products, by the way, for 2023. So now, WetCoat, what is this exactly? Well, I went behind the scenes and also asked Gyeon for a little bit more about the chemistry, because I like to do a deep dive and give you guys all the info, right? We like to geek out on this kind of stuff. So before we get to the demo, well, let's talk about the features. First of all, so as I said, this is a spray-on rinse-off paint sealant. So paint sealant, what is that exactly? Is there any ceramic technology in there? I asked Gyeon, and yes, they confirmed there's slightly around 5% or SiO2 or a bit less than that, but there's some silica infusion in there or ceramic technology if you want, but this is mainly a paint sealant. It is universal, meaning you can apply it as a standalone. So if your vehicle has no protection and you want an instant boost in hydrophobic properties, you spray this on, rinse it off on a clean vehicle, and that's it, you're good to go. You're gonna have many, many weeks to many months of that hydrophobic properties, right? You can also use this on a carnauba wax or any type of wax, any synthetic paint sealant or a ceramic coating or a graphene coating, regardless what protection is on your vehicle, you can apply this to. So they kept simplicity of use in mind, but what we basically use this for, again, is as a maintenance topper. So see this as a maintenance product. So its first goal is not to really protect the paint, because you have the base layer of either your wax, your sealant, or your ceramic coating, but this is more of an instant hydrophobic booster to give you those water behaviors, right? So mainly that crazy water beading that we all love, and quick water sheeting. So the water is going to repel off the body very quickly. And that means you're increasing the ease of washing your vehicle during your maintenance washes. This also adds a lot of gloss and some slickness on the paint. So basically all the attributes you want from a maintenance product in a spray form. But again, this is a spray-on rinse-off formula. So you're applying this on a wet surface. So you're gonna wash your vehicle, do some decon, whatever you need to do, if you need to do more maintenance. And after that, while you rinse the car, while it's still wet and clean, you're going to just spray this on, no more than 2 or 3 sprays per panel, and immediately rinse off with either your pressure washer or your garden hose setup. And don't let this dwell on the paint, by the way. There's no dwell time needed. It's instantly activated through water, hence why we spray and rinse off immediately. So that's how simple it is. So in a matter of just a few minutes, you're going to do your entire vehicle panel by panel, right? So 2-3 sprays per panel, you rinse off, move on to the next panel, 2-3 sprays, you rinse off, and that is it. You're going to have instant hydrophobic properties, very awesome water beading, you get that water sheeting, you get the gloss, the slickness all in one package. But one thing that I also think is its main feature, because this, by the way, took first place in my 2022 Car Detailing Products Awards video for the best spray-on rinse-off paint sealant. That's how good it is. I've been using WetCoat for many years now, and this is not only good for the paintwork, guys. You can apply this on all your exterior surfaces. So glass, trim, chrome, your wheels, painted surfaces, plastic surfaces, regardless of what exterior surface you're talking about, you can protect this with that, with the Gyeon WetCoat. And also one thing why it took first place as well is because of its self-cleaning properties. Does that ring a bell? So if we talk about ceramic coatings, guys, we know that one of the main attributes is self-cleaning properties. Now that doesn't mean that the vehicle cleans itself. What it means is that it's much easier to clean during your maintenance washes. And so this is one thing I noticed with WetCoat that it does better than a lot of its competitors in the spray-on rinse-off category, is that self-cleaning properties that it has. So you're going to see your vehicle is going to look much cleaner than others in a parking lot. Even when it's dirty, it's going to be much easier to clean during your maintenance washes. And don't just take my word for it. You have my friend John Dillier from the Forensic Detailing channel in the UK that also gave WetCoat his best paint sealant, specifically because not only did it perform well for gloss, for slickness, for water beading, and all the attributes we're looking for, the hydrophobic properties booster, but he also noticed the self-cleaning properties was above all the others he tested in that test. And he noticed that on a surface that was left exposed to the elements, the section that was coated with WetCoat seemed a lot cleaner and seemed to repel dirt and grime a lot more than the rest. So those are the self-cleaning properties. If you've never used this product before, note that this is awesome. Again, not only on the paintwork, but this is one of my favorite maintenance toppers for wheels, guys, because you spray this deep inside the wheel barrels and the wheel faces, you rinse off, and that's it. Your wheels have protection, and they're so much easier to clean during your maintenance washes. Also, once you're done with WetCoat, the paint is so hydrophobic, you can use a leaf blower or a car dryer to just blow the water off, and that's it. You're done in seconds, and you did a contactless drying, so less chances of marring the paint. Or you can use, this is an updated packaging that they have for their latest series of microfiber towels over at Gyeon. So this is the Silk Dryer Evo drying towel. So this drying towel is twisted loop, my favorite form of microfiber drying towels if you look closely, because it has twisted loops. And this has high absorbency, but super plush for your finish. It will not scratch the surface. This was featured, by the way, many years ago on my channel, actually, in one of my videos about the best microfiber drying towels, and this was one of them. All right, guys, so it's time for the demo with Gyeon Q²M WetCoat. We have a demo vehicle here behind me, a 2020 Mazda CX-5. Do you guys know who it belongs to? Did you guess? We have a special guest with us today.
Hey,
so,
guys.
My brother Andy. How are you, Andy?
Pretty good yourselves.
Yeah, well, I think we're going to know in just a few seconds, because Andy is not the guy who's known to do a lot of detailing of his own vehicle. Luckily, he has me every now and then to take care of it, because in the past 2 years, so in 2021, we applied a ceramic coating on it, but Andy doesn't do too much maintenance. So if I wash my car twice weekly, in a year, that means roughly 104 times on average, right? Andy, how many times have you washed, and be honest, physically your vehicle, hand washed?
3 times.
3 times, guys. Oh my God. And I know, unfortunately, he also brings it to the automated car wash. I never recommend that because they use harsh chemicals, and that can start degrading or weakening any type of paint protection over prolonged use. Andy, how many times do you bring your car to the automated car wash?
Roughly once a month.
Once a month, so 12 times a year. Oh God, so the worst conditions possible. And also our brutal winter conditions. But the coating, so what I did, I fully washed the vehicle first using a pH neutral car shampoo to get rid of all that dirt and crap. And I noticed the water was very slow to sheet off. It was still pooling. So I decided to use something else in Gyeon's arsenal for that purpose. It's called Restart Wash. So this has higher degreasing capabilities and also a built-in iron remover to to help remove that brake dust and iron fallout contamination. And again, thanks to those degreasing properties, it's called restart wash because it helps to revive coatings, assuming that the coating is still fine or in good condition underneath, right? So this did help, so that was great. You're going to use 10 to 20 mils roughly in 10 to 15 liters of water in your wash bucket. If you're measuring in ounces, don't overthink the moment, roughly an ounce in a 3 to 4 gallon bucket and you're good to go. And so this did a great job. So what we're going to do before we apply Gyeon WetCoat, because this is super easy, I'm going to show you the hydrophobic properties currently, because the coating of course is weakened. I always recommend that you guys do some form of maintenance, right? Every 2 to 3 months on a ceramic coating or a graphene coating. These are not magic force fields that can just resist with no maintenance. The more you maintain your vehicle, the higher chances you have of the product reaching its max durability. So let's have a look now. I'll grab my pressure washer. Also, you're probably wondering why I split the hood in half, because we're doing something cool in this video. So on the first half of the vehicle, we're applying Gyeon WetCoat, and on the other half, in the next video, you're going to be seeing Gyeon Q2 Wax, another awesome product that has tons of gloss and hydrophobic properties. So we're going to see that on the other half. So you're going to see the difference on the same vehicle for 2 different products, so you can make up your mind on which one is the best suited for you. So let's have a look now at the initial hydrophobic properties on the flat panel and on a vertical panel so you can have a baseline to compare with, and then we're going to apply Gyeon WetCoat. So coming closer, the water is a bit slow to sheet off, but we still see some decent water beads. So they're not super round or super tight. And this is where the magic of Gyeon WetCoat is going to come back. So we can see the sheeting here is still decently quick. So the protection is still there. It's not fully gone, but obviously it really needs some help. And that's where Gyeon WetCoat comes in. You can either use it as a standalone, but if you've never used this to maintain coatings, you're going to love just how quick and easy it is to boost the hydrophobic properties back to where they're supposed to be, get those nice tight round water beads and quick water sheeting. So let's have a look now on the vertical panel what this looks like. So we can see we get some decent beading, especially up top. Here in the bottom now, the water is still quicker to sheet than if there was no protection, but definitely not as strong as we would like to. So it's been almost 2 years, again, a coating from another brand, but we're gonna see that Gyeon WetCoat is compatible regardless of what brand coating you have on there. You can apply it, so it's a very universal topper. So let's go ahead and start using WetCoat. By the way, I have a Gyeon Q²M Evo wash pad right here, and you're probably wondering why. You're going to see why, because I'm going to give you a quick pro tip later on in the video. And towards the end, we're going to be using the Gyeon Silk dryer to dry the vehicle. You're going to see just how simple it is. So let's go ahead and use WetCoat. So this is the new version with their new sprayer, which has no metal parts inside, and also it gives you a fine mist, so it's a great sprayer. Before use, always shake your chemicals well, especially when it comes to spray-on, rinse-off sealants. You want to make sure to homogenize the entire mixture in there. Make sure your sprayer is turned on to the spray pattern. All right, the spray is already triggered. So what we're going to do now is 2 to 3 sprays per panel is all you need, guys. A little goes a long way. So we're going to start with a flat panel so you guys can see what the magic is. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and you immediately rinse off. Guys, it's immediate. Look at that. Look at how round and tight those water beads are. Look at the hydrophobic properties. This looks like we sprinkled these beautiful water droplets all over. Come closer up here to see this. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Wow. Let's do that one more time so you can see the hydrophobic properties. And you can see also not only how awesome the water beading instantly came back, so it's an instant hydrophobic booster, but also how quick that water sheets off now. And boom, the water sheeting is done. Look at how quickly the water flies off the panels. Oh, this is fun. Can you imagine how quick this is? In a few minutes, you do your entire vehicle. Now let's move on to a vertical panel so you guys can see what happens. And what I'm also gonna do, because you can apply this pretty much on every exterior surface, so that means your plastic trim, your chrome trim, glass, paint, even your wheels. This is a great product for wheels, by the way, because you can spray this in the inner barrels as well and entirely rinse that off, and it's easier to maintain your wheels during your maintenance washes. So once again, let's shake the chemical. We're gonna do 1 spray on the glass, 1, 2, 3 sprays on the body. And look at that. Look at how we restored all the hydrophobic properties, tons of water beads, and the water again was super quick to sheet off. And look at even the glass, the same thing. Look at the beads on the glass. Let's do that one more time for the hydrophobic properties so you guys can have a look. This is crazy. So that's for the glass. Boom, sheeting is done. Again, have a look at the water beads, and now we're gonna do the paintwork once again. So check the sheeting rate and how quick this is. So look at that sheet and we're done. So huge improvement. The hydrophobic properties are exactly where they're supposed to be. I think that's pretty awesome. So again, you saw how quick this is. By the way, once you're done drying already at the finger, Andy, come and touch this yourself and tell us what you think of the slickness. This increases the slickness as well. And of course, we can already see the pop with the gloss. My God, eh? All right, now let me give you guys a quick pro tip that Eve is one of their main spokespersons on their own YouTube channel as well. So he loves this tip. And what this tip consists of is you take a soft microfiber wash pad or wash mitt. This here is the Gyeon wash pad. You're gonna shake your product, especially if you're working in a hotter or warmer environment on a darker vehicle like this charcoal or a black vehicle, for example. You can apply this, come in closer so you guys can see. And it also makes sure you're getting or you're spreading with a more homogeneous effect on the surface. And as soon as you're done applying by hand, you immediately rinse off. So what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3 sprays on the mitt itself, maybe 1 for extra safety. And then as if you're washing your vehicle, you're applying this to the surface. So there we go. With no much effort, you apply this to the entire surface. There's no dwell time, so we're immediately going to rinse this off and we should have hydrophobic properties. I love this. Look at this tip. So you see, look at these super tight round water beads. If you guys love tight round water beads like I do, you're absolutely gonna love this product. But once again, look how quickly the water just flees off. Let me give you another shot so you can see the rate of sheeting. And boom, we're done. And again, look here, this is bone dry already. That's insane. And you're getting all that slickness. Look at all the water droplets, guys. Guys, another quick pro tip from Eve. If you want to do something fun with Gyeon WetCoat, and you can always experiment, right? Detailing is meant to be fun. When your stream of water is being sprayed on the panel, you're going to take your wet coat and you're going to spray directly in the water stream, and that should shoot the product on the panel itself and give you those hydrophobic properties. So let's do that. And there you go, same thing here. Another cool trick. So you guys just experiment with that and have fun. Imagine how quick you can do a wash and wax type application, right? Or wash and coat in this instance. Quick water beading and sheeting and all that good stuff. So I hope you're enjoying all these tips. So you guys can see the efficiency. Now, when you have a vehicle that's protected, it is always much easier to dry as well. So here we have the updated packaging. Once again, the Gyeon Q²M Evo silk dryer. Just absolutely perfect packaging that they have. So it's this awesome microfiber drying towel with this silk band edge or microfiber edge so it won't scratch the surface. And this is a twisted loop. We have the Gyeon logo in the back. That looks awesome. So to dry your vehicle, it is super simple. Put it on there. take your towel. Look at that, in one swipe. Look at this. As you can see, it's already dry. So very efficient. And what I like about dual-sided microfiber drying towels, twisted loop, is that they're the most absorbent form of microfiber. And then the same if you go for the glass. There we go. And then the paintwork. This just takes a few seconds. Another quick pro tip, because you have this crazy water beading and water sheeting, you can also use a car dryer or a leaf blower, so a contactless method of drying the vehicle. And look how quick this is going to be because of the water hydrophobic properties. And that is it. We have a dry panel. All that's left is to go over it once you're done with a microfiber drying towel and maybe a quick detailer if you want to just touch up whatever residual water there is. How awesome was that? So the demo of Gyeon Q²M WetCoat spray-on rinse-off formula for all the exterior surfaces. So your paint, your glass, your plastics, your wheels, your chrome, regardless of what you're applying this to. And this is going to boost instantly those hydrophobic properties, also give you that gloss and that slickness that we love. Again, you can use this as a standalone or as a topper or over any wax, paint sealant, or ceramic or graphene coating, any type of coating. This is a universal protection for your paint. By the way, a question that I get asked often by you guys, my viewers, does WetCoat have UV protection in it? Yes, according to Gyeon, it has a bit of UV protection added, but keep in mind, this is not meant to be a main protective solution, but it's meant to be an instant hydrophobic booster. So see it more as a maintenance product or something to boost the hydrophobic properties on the paintwork, and of course add a bit of that gloss and that slickness. Have fun with your products. That's the whole point, guys, of detailing, and why I share my knowledge and passion is I want to give you guys the detailing bug. I want you guys to go out there and enjoy detailing your vehicles. And yeah, so this is another one of their great products, Gyeon WetCoat. I'm going to leave the links, by the way, to all this stuff in the description under the video for you guys to check it out. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget, there's 2 more videos to come. So this being the first one, depending on when you're watching. The second video to be released is going to be the Q2 wax. So a super hydrophobic wax with insane shine. Glass is not, wax is not dead, guys. And the other one will be a hydrophobic glass cleaner, the new Glass Plus from Gyeon. So I'll leave the links to those videos as soon as they're available in the description as well. Check those out. And yeah, you guys let me know if you used, by the way, WetCoat in the past or currently, and how it works for you. What is your average durability? It's always good to have my viewers' feedback. And if you have any other ways to use this that maybe you want to share with us, drop a comment in the comment section. So guys, thanks for being there. Thanks for watching. And in the meantime, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.